Hi there. My name is Jody Hughes, and it's King Yodeler on my social media. And this video is a travel vlog. Back in March of 2023, I started a private studio, and I made the decision to hand my business over to my business partner, Josh, and seek out sort of a self-journey in tattooing. My first step to that was I wanted to travel and meet people who are veterans in the business who are far wiser than me and see if I can level up my skill to be, I want to be a master at my craft. I decided to travel to the Fort Wayne Tattoo Convention, the Cincinnati Convention, and I also did a guest spot at a Bluebird Tattoo, owned by Fuddruckus, who owns the shop Anchorhead. I've been to Fort Wayne before, and I decided to take the train this time. I've taken the trains in Europe. They're great. I had low expectations for the US trains, but I had no idea it'd be this bad. Yay! My train isn't arrived till 11:45. Hopefully not many people will be on the train so I can actually sleep. I get there, there's nowhere to put my luggage, even though they've said it's usually very spacious. And it was also horribly packed. Everyone was sick and coughing. Thank God I took my vitamins. The scenic view was out. Couldn't enjoy that. I couldn't sit in the dining room. I couldn't just get a coffee and sit at a table and enjoy myself and read a book. And I'm surrounded by sick people all in my cabin watching their videos on loud. So guys, put some headphones in. Holy shit. And yeah, it was terrible.
We hit the party and we cause a scene. Go to the next one, do the same damn thing. We're somewhat different at every single house. I walk inside because it's not even 12. We say hello and then we say farewell. We're meeting people we'll never see again.
Finally made it to Chicago. 2 trains. But by the time I actually got to my destination and got picked up from my good friend Tui, they lost my luggage.
So, the train forgot my luggage. I was so tired I didn't even care. I mean, I care. Obviously, I'm upset about it, but they'll be here Thursday, so I get to... I'm gonna see if I can get my friend Tui to drive me back to get my luggage. So, for now, I'm going to Sesame Street. So, for at least the morning, we're planning on going out to eat, making a list of the things I need for the convention, because I think we're loading up Thursday, so I guess that's the plan for today.
What restaurant are we going to?
Poochie's.
Why is it called Poochie's?
That's a great question.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it was all going to be decorated in dogs. A dog themed restaurant called Pooch.
Don't think it is. There's D's. D's not.
These, yeah. So I had nothing to wear for 3 days. I had to go to a Walmart and just buy some clothes to wear for the first couple of days at Fort Wayne. On top of that, a lot of my product was in that suitcase. Luckily, I had my tattoo machine, and that was all packed on my carry-on. But everything else was gone. So I had no prints, no stickers, no nothing. My table was virtually pretty empty and blank. So not only did they lose my luggage, they lost my product. It cost me money on the trip itself.
After many, many days, finally got my fucking luggage. Good God. I hate the train.
Oh my God. So, the train station basically held my luggage for 3 days. Finally got it back. I'm exhausted. We got it last night, and now I have stickers to sell, so guess we'll see if I can make that money back. I love trains, but the US one, not good. It was terrible. I would not recommend it. As far as Fort Wayne itself, I like this convention. It's a convention for tattooers. What I mean by that is, it's put on by Studio 13, I believe, and so it's put on by tattooers. So they know exactly what you need. They have really nice setups for washing your hands. They have bags. They have a person come around and ask if you're thirsty. They bring drinks to you. So it's really catered toward the tattoo artist. So it's really enjoyable. It's really relaxing. Saturday was so much busier. Time to clean up and get some pizza. The other convention I went to was the Cincinnati Villain Arts Convention. The nice thing is I actually made more money at this one than I did at the Fort Wayne Convention. That was one of the biggest perks. And because it was so close to Tui and Poe's house, is we didn't have to get a hotel. So they really helped me out by cutting down on costs with that. The biggest complaint I have about the Villain Arts Convention is the noise. You can play music in your booth. When you have a bunch of like grungy old tattoo artists who are half deaf because of machines they run, they crank it. It's kind of a sensory overload, especially since there's like music playing overhead from the guy on stage, and then they do their little magician shows, or side shows, or whatever, and then you have a guy screaming on the microphone. And you have that and everything else going on as if we're in your booth. That'd be the biggest con at that one. Another pro of it too is majority of the people that I saw at the Cincinnati convention were local Ohio tattooers, which I really enjoyed. I got to talk shop with a lot of them. I got to learn about local products they like and that sort of thing. So it was really nice making connections. And also if I wanted to guest spot at other studios, I could. Between the two conventions, I got to do a guest spot. Everyone who at Anchorhead and Bluebird are very lovely. I had a really good time. And, it's kind of fun being in a walk-in shop again. I kind of forgot how much I missed the camaraderie and the weird characters that kind of walk in. But I did some really fun tattoos there. I got to hang out with everybody from, Mike, Jordan, Danny, Tui, Presley, and Fudd. So they're all been super great, super hospitable. It's been amazing. Had a really good time at that shop. It's one of my favorites. Aside from that, I got to explore Cincinnati. Went to the Entertainment Junction, which is like a train museum, which is amazing, by the way. I got to go to a sign museum, which if you're a geek for font lettering and 3D billboards and stuff, that place is super cool. Huey and Poe also took me to the channels in Cincinnati as well. So it was really cool getting to see like all the graffiti and getting like a little history lesson with it as well. Also, I got to go to the conservatory. If you don't know, I also grow bonsai here at my house down in Arkansas, so it was really cool going to the conservatory and seeing these mini rainforests they have, and they have professional bonsai there on display, which is amazing to see like what I should shoot for as far as my professionalism in growing my trees. Horticulture. So, because I wasn't going to ride back on the train, Tui was kind enough to drive me from Ohio all the way to Fayetteville, Arkansas. On the way there, immediately leaving the house, before we got to the highway, we met a new friend.
Yeah. What? It's 7:30 in the morning and there was a fish.
We saw a fish on the side of the
There's a
road.
fish on the side of the road.
It's very important that we get this fish.
It is very important I get these fish. Don't look at me like that.
As we're driving, we're going back and forth. Like, is that a fish? Is that a? Oh my God, it's a fish! So we turned around and went and got it.
It's a rainbow trout. Look at that fish.
And then I finally got home after that long, month-long trip. So I'm done this year traveling. I'm gonna wait till next year, make a convention list, and do all that. But if I was gonna do anything differently from everything I learned from this trip, I'm probably gonna drive most of the way or fly. And I'm also gonna upgrade my table setup. For instance, stickers sell okay. I actually sold some t-shirts as well. And I think I want to get me a tablecloth and a new banner. So, I appreciate you guys watching.
Your stupid
See ya.
strut